Hey, what's going on, everyone? Chris here for airdrielife 360. It's a series where we bring you the people from the pages of airdrielife magazine, and today it's my pleasure to speak with the man who's being featured on the summer 2013 issue. He has a very impressive track career, former Olympian, and now is working with Airdrie's young athletes as a coach and a mentor. Ricardo Greenwich, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's start at the beginning. When did you realize that track was your sport, and what was kind of the evolution of your career once you decided that?
I would say probably halfway through high school. I picked it up, but I was also doing, basketball, soccer, all the traditional sports in high school. But even as a younger age too, I moved from St. Lucia to Canada. Mm-hmm. And all my friends, when I moved here, said, "Oh, you're fast. You should do track."
Okay.
That was a little new to me, so I did it for fun, but nothing really serious. I did get to high school, and with doing all the different sports, track was also there as well. And plus, you missed a couple of days of school, which was nice.
There you go.
So I did that, and next thing you know, I started doing well in races. At first, just being able to compete, and then go on to different races, represent my high school. Mm-hmm. And then winning came along. So with that, then I even stuck it out even some more. So from then I was like, okay, I think I'm good at this. I'll stick around for a while.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you had some amazing experiences traveling around the world and representing Canada.
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
You know what? It's nuts. It's something that you dream of, but until it actually happens, you don't think it will. But
Mm-hmm.
when it does, I've been able to travel to, all over the States. I've traveled to Europe a couple times. I've been to Madagascar.
Okay.
If I go there for a track meet. And I've been able to meet a lot of people, I always say this, I trained with, Donovan, Dan, sure. Glenroy, who's a very good friend of mine. And just meet all people from even different countries. Mm-hmm. To the different meets that I've gone through, like Commonwealth Games, World Championships, Francophone Games. Just that experience alone and having traveled around the world, it's not something I could have even thought would have happened.
Right.
But track opened that gate for me, and I just took full advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. And now, speaking of traveling the world, you were actually a competitor in the 1998 Winter Olympics. Mm-hmm. Not the Summer Olympics, exactly. But Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Bobsledding. How did that all come about?
It's funny. A couple times I tried out for the Canadian Olympic team, and you need two criteria all the time. And both times I always had one, but not the other. Mm-hmm. A friend of mine suggested after 96 trials, why don't you try bobsled? I said, you must be crazy. I like summer. I don't like to be cold.
Yeah.
He said, you give it a shot. Because of your size and your speed, you'd be good at it. I grew up in Ottawa. I'm from Ottawa, so flew out to Calgary, went to COP, mm-hmm. tried it one time, thought I was crazy, and I said, I'll try it again. And next thing you know, I made the Canadian team. And then before you know it, the next year was the Olympics, mm-hmm. and I made the Olympic team. So
wow.
Traveling all through Europe the year prior, I got to, like I said, meet new people again in a totally different sport, mm-hmm. totally different atmosphere, and compete in a sport that I knew nothing about probably 2 or 3 years prior.
Yeah.
But then next thing you know, thank God to my ability that I have, I was able to compete at a high level, and Olympics, here I come.
Wow, that must have just been an incredible experience.
It was. I always tell people, and I still have it on tape, VCR, it's old.
Nice.
Just walking into the opening ceremonies, mm-hmm. was probably the best feeling I've ever had.
Wow.
And you could see me, like I watch, sometimes I'll show my son, I'm just grinning from ear to ear. Just, I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I just can't believe it. I'm like, I'm at the Olympics. I'm here. Mm-hmm. And a lot has been done to get there, but now that I'm finally here, it's amazing.
Yeah. So life after amateur sports, what's that been like? And tell me a little bit about the work you're doing with young athletes here in Airdrie also.
You know what? For a while, I was still doing track, mm-hmm. and I still do bobsleigh because I love track so much. That was my number one sport. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm starting a family now. I should probably do a 9 to 5. Not that I had to, but I had to. Mm-hmm. So then making that transition was a little tough because I'm so used to, every month, where are you going? Oh, I'm there. Even my mom growing up, people would call, where's Ricardo? I think he's in Texas. He's somewhere traveling doing track. So it was a while to get used to, I'm just always at home now. every day. I'm here. I'm not going to the track to train. I'm not pushing the sled. I'm not traveling across to Europe. Okay, so that took a little while, and I didn't do anything for a while, but just recently I started getting back into it. And then with my son, as he got older, he was doing soccer, so that got me back into sports again more. And then he wanted to do track too.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even push him,
Yeah.
but he said, sure, I'll do it. And I said, okay. So I got back into it. And then Jody, who's our president of the ACES Track Club, she put out just an open invitation, anybody interested in starting up a track club. And I went, and we just kind of started it from the ground up. It's fairly new, just about 2 years old, and just with the local kids. And it's great. So now I'm able to kind of give back what I enjoyed doing it myself.
Yeah.
I'm still learning as a coach because it's new, more technical, and it's a lot of things have changed in the past decade. But a lot of the experiences that I've had myself, I'm able to just transfer to the kids. And they're a great group of kids I love working with. They come out here all the time, run around, and it's fun. Like I see the fun in it again.
Yeah.
Right. So I see it in them. I see it in my son. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm back in it now. So,
Yeah.
So it feels really good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I have to know, what do you love about Airdrie?
Well, I love about Airdrie. Well, like I said, I've been here probably about 10 years now, and I love the fact that you can still kind of go down to a main street, so to speak, and just kind of walk around, and you meet a lot of people that you'll even see more often than not. But yet, you don't have that big city feel.
Right.
The big city is down the road, 20 minutes. If I want that, I can get it. But if I need to get away, I come home to Airdrie. Quiet. You can go for a nice bike ride. I don't know. I like it. I wasn't usually a small town guy before, but I mean, 40,000 isn't that small. But
Right.
I like getting away from the big city and just come here and just can relax. And I've seen it grown even in 10 years, and I still love it here.
Yeah.
I still love it.
Fantastic
Yeah.
answer. Thank you so much for sharing your time
Oh,
today.
no problem.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricardo Greenidge, everyone. Make sure you check out his story in the current issue of Airdrie Life magazine. We're here at the track. How about a quick race?
Are you sure you want to do that?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Chris Mulders, Airdrie Life 360.